I have a bottle of cold drink. Let me shake it up. And now carefully open it. Wow, so we have a fizz sound. The gases and drink came up with some force, more like a mini eruption. So on Shan Bytes, I'm going to explain a well-known, more powerful eruption called as volcano. A vent in the Earth's surface through which very hot, molten substance is ejected out in a very powerful and violent way is called as a volcano. These are often very destructive. Here is a recent example of a volcano in Ecuador, where the red shade color is a molten substance called as lava and the thick grey color cloud is volcanic ash and escaped gases. In order to understand volcanic eruptions, we need to understand the Earth's structure, which consists of 4 distinct layers, namely the crust, mantle, outer core and inner core. Crust is the first layer that has very thickness between 0 to 100 kilometers, and it is not a single piece of land but contains 12 gigantic plates called as tectonic plates that are constantly moving underneath the Earth's surface. The crust floats on the next layer called as mantle, which is around 2,900 kilometers thick and mostly contains rock, iron and magnesium, and has very high temperature relative to Earth's surface. The remaining 2 layers, outer and inner core, are also quite thick. The journey from the Earth's surface to the inner core is about 6,400 kilometers. As we go deeper and deeper into the Earth, the temperature and pressure keeps on rising. Now back to volcanic eruptions. The outer core that is really hot continuously heats up the mantle layer. That eventually leads some rocks to slowly melt and create a molten substance, which is called as magma. The magma experiences high pressures from inside and tries to rise up through the cracks in the Earth's crust. Those are primarily created by the movement of tectonic plates. Combination of high pressure, high temperature and crack forces magma to rise and explode through the Earth's surface that we call as volcano. The speed of the eruption could be from a few kilometers an hour to thousands of kilometers an hour. When magma comes out of the Earth's surface, it is called as lava. It can have a temperature as high as 2000 degrees centigrade. The volcanic ash and gases are created by the magma's interaction with the Earth's surface, water or other elements. The explosivity of the volcano depends on the thickness and the chemical composition of the magma. If the magma is thin, then the explosivity is less, and if the magma is thick, then the explosivity is stronger. Volcanoes can be categorized by the frequency of eruption and their shape. If a volcano has a recorded history of eruptions and is still likely to erupt in the future, it is called as an active volcano. For example, Mount Fuji in Japan. If a volcano has not erupted in the past but is still likely to erupt in the future, it is called as a dormant volcano. For example, Mount Katmai in Alaska. But if a volcano is not likely to erupt anytime in the future, it is called as an extinct volcano. For example, Mount Buninyong in Australia. Volcanoes can also be grouped by their shape into 4 main categories. The first one is cinder cone volcanoes. These have symmetrical cone shapes and lava flows out of a single vent. The next one is composite volcanoes, which are built of multiple layers of lava flowing through the main vent and the side vents. These are generally considered as the most violent volcanoes. Number 3 are shield volcanoes, which are huge in size, where the base is spread across several miles and lava flows are thin, and these are less explosive. The last one is lava dome volcanoes. These are built when the lava is too viscous to flow. These are usually found near the crater of cinder cone volcanoes. There are about 1,500 active volcanoes on the Earth's surface, but countless in the ocean. We witness about 50 volcano eruptions each year. 75% of all Earth's volcanoes are along the 40,000 km Pacific Rim, also known as the Ring of Fire. These are mainly caused by the movement of tectonic plates in this region. The strength of volcanoes are measured using the Volcanic Explosivity Index, or VEI. The higher the index, the more powerful the volcano eruption is. The index measures how much volcanic material is ejected. the height of the material thrown into the atmosphere, and how long the eruption lasts. The scale is logarithmic or based on 10. Therefore, an increase of 1 on the scale indicates an eruption 10 times more powerful than the number before it on the scale. When the index is above 7, then the volcano is called as a supervolcano. Volcanoes are present in many planets and moons in our solar system. Some of them are dormant or extinct, for example on Mars, and some of them are very active, for example on Venus or the Moon. Volcanoes are part of the Earth's life cycle and we cannot avoid them. Despite their destructive abilities, they can construct things as well. Volcanoes create new land and bring rich soil for farming. Their heat can also be utilized to produce geothermal energy. The fact is that more than 80% of the Earth is volcanic in origin. That's it on Shan Bytes. I hope you like the information. Make sure to subscribe, like and share all my videos, and I'll see you next time.